Get your tickets ready, baseball fans. We are heading to the ballpark. Hey team, it's Scott, and today's itinerary takes us to Wrigley Field. We'll be attending a couple games in a series between Major League Baseball's Athletics and the Chicago Cubs. We begin outside the ballpark beneath the iconic Wrigley Field Marquee. As you'd expect, plenty of fans are posing for photos, and several Cubs employees were stationed there offering to take pictures for anyone who wanted one as well. That is where we enter. The Marquee gate sits essentially right behind home plate, which is where we're seated today. But I always like to wander the concourse first to get a feel for the park, and while Wrigley is one of the oldest stadiums in Major League Baseball, opening in 1914, it has since been modernized and refreshed and is very well maintained. Of course, the original bones of the ballpark remain. The concourse is still narrow, built for a different era and different crowds, but overall it's a pleasant walk and the flow of people is managed well. One note, you cannot make a full lap around the park. The bleachers are separated and only accessible to fans with tickets in those sections. I love arriving early for batting practice, and plenty of others did the same. Many fans gathered near the left field foul line to take photos in the famous Bartman seats. Once the game started, I settled into my seats in the 200 section. The concourse offers classic ballpark fare: hot dogs, sausages, pretzels, Chicago popcorn, beer, cocktails, all the usual suspects. Wrigley has also adopted the grab-and-go technology seen in many modern parks. Tap your credit card, pick up what you want, and walk out while overhead cameras track your items. It's a great way to cut down on lines. I'd been to Wrigley once before, and the vibe was unmatched. While a bit of that initial magic naturally fades on a return visit, it's still a charming, romantic place to watch a game. After the game, I wandered Gallagher Way, the new fan plaza outside the park's west side. This area didn't yet exist when I last visited about 10 years ago. It was under construction. Gallagher Way is a large outdoor social space with food and drink options, activities, and statues of Cubs legends like Ryne Sandberg and Ernie Banks. It's designed as a community hangout before and after games. The next day, I was back at it again, taking the Red Line up to Wrigley from the downtown loop where I was staying. A quick note about Chicago Public Transit: you no longer need a separate Venture card. You can simply tap your credit card at the turnstiles and ride directly to the park, just a block from the station. Many U.S. cities struggle with transit for major events, but Chicago's infrastructure handles it well. On the short walk, I enjoy the energy of Wrigleyville. T-shirt vendors lined the streets, and soon enough I was back under the marquee. The intimacy of a smaller park means there really aren't any bad seats in terms of proximity, but there are two things worth considering. First, anything in the 100 sections or closer gives you great proximity and no overhang above you. You're exposed to the elements, but the view is excellent. Myself, I prefer a bit more height and perspective, so I chose section 217, row 4, directly behind home plate. However, anyone seated beyond row 6 should be mindful of potential obstructions from the support poles along the aisles. Row 6 itself is fine, but as you move back, your view can be partially blocked, as shown in this digital preview from row 9. Tonight, I opted for a higher vantage point. I relaxed in Gallagher Way for a bit, then entered through the Gallagher Gate. This time, I had to hike up the ramps to reach my 300 level seats. On the way up, I stopped at the top of the 200 section where the view is solid, but as you can see, you're dealing with the two major issues I mentioned previously. Potential obstruction from poles and the second deck overhang, which can block pop-ups, fly balls, and even the outfield scoreboards. After climbing a bit further, I reached the upper deck and wandered the back of the concourse, which offers great views of Wrigleyville and the city beyond. When I first visited Wrigley, I sat in what I consider the perfect seats. The 300 level, first row directly behind home plate. The beautiful perch with a sweeping view of the entire park. That section is now a premium area with access to the Catalina Club, which opened in 2019 as part of Wrigley's major renovation. The club offers upscale food, a private indoor lounge, and a rooftop terrace. The name of the Catalina Club seats comes from Santa Catalina Island off the coast of Los Angeles, where the clubs held spring training from 1921 to 1951. The island was owned by William Wrigley Jr., who also owned the Cubs, and today Catalina is a popular cruise port stop and is accessible via a short ferry ride from Long Beach. While I wasn't in those perfect seats this time, I was in the adjacent section, one over. Still a great view, just a slightly different angle. Actor and lifelong Cubs fan Nick Offerman threw out the first pitch. Nick, of course, is best known for his role as Ron Swanson in the sitcom Parks and Recreation. The upper concourse is open to the sky and offers similar concessions to lower levels, though it lacks a bit of the atmosphere of the main concourse. For anyone considering 400 level seats, they're affordable and still offer excellent views as well, but like the 200 level, certain angles can be partially obstructed by poles. The night before, I wandered south of the field and grabbed a classic Chicago Italian beef after the game. This night, I walked the exterior beyond the bleachers and past the base of the Wrigley Rooftop buildings. Eventually, I reached the center field bleacher gate and visited the statue of legendary Cubs broadcaster Harry Caray. It was a very enjoyable pair of evenings in the friendly confines, and I'm already looking forward to returning. That is it for this video. Thanks as always for joining me, and until next time, happy travels, everyone.